You ain't never seen a man turn leg go with his hands. You ain't never seen a man get a queen wet with a glance. Water turn wine, whole wide world mine in my mind. In and out of time, my light shine bright for the blind. Something about the way I do it. 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 Said I'm gonna be a millionaire soon, but I already knew it. I'm a death of bullets fluid. All this winning therapeutic. Something about the way I do it. Something about the way I do it. They be trying to drain my energy up with the battery is not included. Women trying to be recruited. Let them do it, then I bought it. What is cute, then she fooled it. Something about the way I do it. I remember playing ring around the rosy. Now I got a pocket full of OZs. Water dollars, wallet full of old cheese. Got a Glock, a cock and pop a police. Block a boom, shaka laka, bada shot him while he rock a rosary. Got your mama watching out the nosebleed. Sloppy toppy while I'm trying to go sleep. Something about the way I do it, I ball out like a nudist hooping. Or a Hoosier student, got the problem, I'm a Rubik's Cubit. I'm a superhuman, you a decorated unique fusion. Got the music booming, marijuana got me tumor losing. I'm in my room secluded, get it rooted with the shroom I'm using.
I want to ask you about this situation with Monique, the comedian Monique, Red Pill. We got the march that recently happened this weekend.
Pussy hats.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I don't even want to, they put the pussy hat on Harriet Tubman in Harlem.
That's violation.
That's a violation. That's a whole nother topic, but that's an ill violation, man.
Super duper.
Like they totally in their mind, there's nothing wrong with that. They're so caught up in the Me Too movement that they look at that as acceptable.
Yeah, they desecrated a monument.
So I'm not.
Did you ever see anybody put anything on General Lee? Did you ever see anybody put anything on any of their bronze, quote unquote, European killers and their heroes? You know what I mean? Did anybody ever put a thong on Andrew Jackson? Don't put, you know, how you gonna put a hat on Harriet Tubman? She would have hit you with the chopper if she was alive. You know what I mean? She wasn't rolling with no feminists, no African man haters.
So
she was about the family.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic.
I want to talk about this Monique situation.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
A lot of people, she feels as though she's being underpaid. $500,000 from Netflix. You got is it what's her name? Amy Schumer? Is that her name?
Tip it and tumble it. Yeah.
Amy, what's her name?
Schumer.
Amy Schumer gets paid a lot more. You know
She's
Dave
from Saturday Night Live, right?
You know Dave Chappelle got paid. What he for? 40?
I think
40,
he got
40
60.
million?
He cooks.
60 million.
He's on the stove.
So what I want to ask you, brother, is she just trying to ride the wave? What's going on right now? Because I don't want the sisters out here. I totally get where the sisters is coming from, in terms of what they personally had to go through in this country. And I'm not. If a woman says I'm a feminist, I'm not quick to dismiss her, because that may be the only word she knows to use to describe her journey.
Her journey for power.
Power as a woman, or what she's been through as far as black men, white men, whatever. That's the only word that they may know how to use. So I'm not dismissing anybody that says they're feminist. That's the word that they use, and that's a whole nother video. Like, that word means different things to different people.
It's ambiguous.
Yeah, they may not even know the historical origins of the word or the movement or any of that. They just know that as a woman, I've been molested several times.
Thanks.
Every time I go down the block, they call me a bitch in the hole if I don't talk to them. So I guess I'm a feminist because I want to fight for women's rights.
Thanks.
So I get that.
Yeah.
But this situation, and maybe you could chime in a little bit on that too. But this situation with Monique is because she's being made fun of. The Donkey of the Day, the Breakfast Club, they got all types of memes, videos about her on Instagram. Does she have a legitimate reason to be beefing about what she's beefing about with her pay rate, the pay disparity that's going on?
I can't necessarily say that she has a legit, argument. 500,000 compared to 60 million, that shit will have you feeling like an itty bitty. You know what I'm saying? Bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you will feel a way about that. That's some shit that, your haters could dangle in front of you. Like, wait, what? 500 racks, my nigga? Like, get the calculator. Let's divide that by 60 million just to show you where you are in the atmosphere of comedians, because people are going to compare their bag to the biggest bag that pulled up. That's how entertainment works. You're comparing yourself to the 20 million that Denzel and Will Smith make a movie. When you talk to your agent, you tell your agent, yo, get me the kind of numbers that Dave is getting. But what the agent should tell you, and what we're going to tell you, and what Black Twitter should have told you, is in order to justify getting that price, your story and your wave and everything that, you know, all of the different factors that factored into that 60 million paycheck, they have to somewhat be in alignment. And when it comes to comparing you and Dave Chappelle, you can't compare your story to Dave Chappelle's story. It's just a different conversation. No offense to her talent, no offense to what she brings to the table, no offense to her contributions. You feel what I'm saying? No offense to her syndicated series of Moesha. Was it Moesha?
I don't know.
Wherever you was at. You know, but she doesn't necessarily have the same reach and appeal that a Dave Chappelle has, you know, and that's just being honest with it. Amy Schumer is, I believe, a writer still on Saturday Night Live. Like, I'm not justifying anything for the Cave Becky. You know what I mean? I don't even watch her. I don't even know if she's funny or not. But I'm just being real. In Monique's situation, you know, Monique has rallied the troops behind Lee Daniels. She had a good diatribe against the gatekeepers, the gatekeepers in Hollywood. She brought that, you know, she had a moment where she was outing them, and that was honorable and whatnot. It's good to speak up against, you know, people that are in the industry trying to take advantage of you. But this might be fake nigga outrage, and, you know, she should have to negotiate with the Netflix a little more, you know what I mean? Like, maybe for, you know, I agree, maybe $1 million or something. You know what I'm saying? $59 million left than Dave? Like, that is a kind of smack in the face. Like, that will get your shit, that will get you kind of like questioning, like, is there some kind of pay disparity? So for the question to be arisen, she's warranted. 60 million, they're not even offering her a milli.
I mean, she did get an Oscar for Precious.
Oscar, yeah,
Precious.
Not even Oscar nominated. She got one of them moon men in her house.
Once you get an Oscar, I think your pay rate's supposed to go up significantly in that culture. Not my personal opinion, but in that culture. If you're part of that culture.
Well, she didn't get a stand-up award, an Oscar for her stand-up. She actually got an award for a depiction that was, you know, theoretically speaking, one of the worst movies in Black America at that time.
And I wanted to ask you about that because I seen people commenting on that.
I know they was caping.
And just like Red, when we have brothers that grew up in the hood that went through what they went through with the police, with the crack, and they tell their story, we say this is their story.
No doubt.
You know, there's sisters that actually went through what Precious went through.
No doubt.
As far as being raped, molested by their mother. I don't think we've seen it on a big screen, it looked kind of you know, but it looked kind of exaggerated.
Yes.
But if that's a story that exists within Black America, should we really shame her and be salty at her for portraying that when she's just being an actress at the end of the day?
That's not necessarily where the shame came from.
Okay.
Because we have to clarify where the exact shame came from. The shame did not come from the fact that she depicted a situation or a storyline that many people could relate to. That was the hook. That's the hook and sinker. That's the shit that got everybody pulling up to the movie theater. What was discovered after watching the movie was actually a propaganda movie. The movie had ulterior motives. The movie at the helm of Lee Daniels, who was outed as somebody who has self-hate issues towards the Black community. He's utilizing propaganda. He's utilizing Willie Lynch tactics. He's planting the seeds of the gender war. You dig what I'm saying? There was all of this favoritism towards light-skinned blacks in the movie. People, the Mariah Careys, the Lenny Kravitz, all of these people of mixed birth were seen in a very favorable light. But then when he showed all of the people who were of pure melanin, You know what I mean? Who were of not that background. The dark skinned characters are all demonized. A lot of things there were a lot of motifs. Go and watch Anthony Browder's breakdown. I think Brother Panic might have did a breakdown. There were many decodings of pressures that explain to you the same way in Monsters Ball. Monsters Ball, that was another Lee Daniel bot show, horror movie, a debauchery. You know what I mean? Go and do the research on that. So we're pointing out the directors and then come out later on and try to tell us about Lee Daniels when you should already knew about Lee Daniels. They was warning you about Lee Daniels. They was warning you about Tyler Perry. They was warning you about Oprah. They was warning you about a lot of these boule people, a lot of these brothers and sisters, kinfolk that are not necessarily skinfolk that are not necessarily kinfolk, because they're not showing you depictions that are empowering you. They're only playing with the quote unquote divide and conquer scenery. They're only dealing with trauma. They're only speaking to your PTSD pain body. They're putting you further in a sunken place. How many people probably got up and started smoking crack, shooting pills, popping pills, drinking lean, trying to do what? Self-medicate, because you're bringing back old pain, but you're not bringing forth healing modalities. You're not bringing forth ways to heal. You're only reminding people of their trauma. And then society has all of the trappings and all of the Hegelian dialects and all of the quote-unquote exits on a highway to take you further into your sunken place. Medication, pharmacopoeia, psychotropics, reality television, ratchet Sundays, pornography, KFC, fast food, binging on all of this other shit that takes you into a further place. Church, you know what I'm saying? Being saved again. You know what I mean? All of these things. So nah. Like we have to be very unapologetic in our observations about the things people do and don't do in the name of the culture, and how the karma of that smacks them upside their head later on in life. And then we get all emotionally invested in the karmatic situations when this shit is just Big Mama paying them back for some of the fuckery that they may have done. You know what I mean? So I don't know about all that.
Yeah, man, I definitely appreciate your commentary on that, man. I've seen a lot of people talking and making fun of the sister, and
There's no reason to make fun of her. Like I said, she's a strong sister. You know what I'm saying? She's a smart sister. She's in a relationship with a black man.
Seems to be brave sister as well.
She's a brave sister. Yeah. She's outspoken. I would love to see her comedy even go more in the realms of social issues. She's a Baltimore native. She could have a stronger voice about the plight of her city, of her people. And there's a lot of mothers and a lot of sisters and a lot of brothers who see themselves in Monique. So in no way are we trying to disparage or besmirch or belittle the sister's plight and what she's going through. We're just making observations saying that you might not be the $60 woman. You know what I mean? I don't even know if there's one out there in comedy. I like Tiffany Haddish, but she's not even on that level at this point. You dig what I'm saying? We're talking Dave Chappelle. It's a different frequency. That's a Dave Chappelle show. That's the block party. That's half baked, my Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different wave that we dealing. That's Dave, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's the progenitor. That's the father of the woke movement. Damn near. He woke more people up on TV than any other show, next to Boondocks. Like, it's a lot of people who are heavy hitters, and they probably woke up watching Dave Chappelle's show because of his level of wokeness that he sprinkled into his commentary and his jokes and whatnot. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But I wish her luck. And I would encourage her to get behind a quote-unquote black-owned streaming service. If they're not, this goes back to the ownership conversation that we were having at the closing of the fiscal year, in the beginning of the fiscal year, about ownership. Realizing your power, your star power, your following, your worth, your value, and then cashing in or commodifying it. You could do it.
Indeed, man. Well, definitely appreciate your time, Red. Let the people know your contact info so they can holler at you, brother.
Patreon /Red Pillar. All right. Phil T. Moreland on YouTube. L_Filthmore on the social networks. Shout out to everybody that's part of the investment club, all of my app members, all of my Facts Initiative members. We are doing a restructuring. On February 24th in Atlanta, we have a networking mixer the same weekend of KT the Arch Degrees, Wakanda, Black Panther Decoded, that's taking place in Atlanta. So the whole weekend, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Saturday networking and mixer will be the Hawks Initiative, part of the Facts Initiative, Health and Wealth, Knowledge of Self. You'll be hearing more about that in the near future. But for my ATL people, look out for that. Also for my Houston people, there's a date coming up for that as well. And Miami. Love and light. Salute. Peace.
Peace, family.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Black magic. Hey. You ain't never seen a man turn leg go with his hands. You ain't never seen a man get a queen wet with a glance. Water turn wine, whole wide world, mind in my mind. In and out of time, my light shine bright for the blind. Something about the way I do it. 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 Said I'm gonna be a millionaire soon, but I already knew it. I'm a death, the bullet's fluid. All this winter therapeutic. Something about the way I do it. Something about the way I do it. They been trying to drain my energy up with the battery, it's not included. Women trying to be recruited. Let them do it, then I bought it. What is cute, think she fooled it. Something about the way I do it. I remember playing ring around the rosy, now I got a pocket full of OZs. Water dollars, wallet full of old cheese. Got a Glock, a cock and pop a police. Block a boom, shaka laka, bada shot him while he rock a rosary. Got your mama watching out the nosebleed. Sloppy toppy while I'm trying to go sleep. Something about the way I do it, I ball out like a nudist hooping. Or a who's your student, got a problem, I'm a Rubik's Cupid. I'm a superhuman, you a decorated unique fusion. Got the music booming, marijuana got me tumor losing. I'm in my room secluded, get it rooted with the shroom I'm using. Everything you